Alright, so today we have the proving of Kevin from Hunter the Parroting, Bruva Alpha Boosa, and his crew. Anyone that's been around this channel for more than 15 seconds knows that as soon as something from Bruva drops, I'm going to be checking it out as soon as I get a chance to. I was seeing this on the phone at work yesterday popping up, and I was like, I really want to click this because it's premiering now, but at the same time, I'm not, because for the love of God, I know I will be crucified if I do. So, we're going to check this out. It's from Bruva, the Mighty Kevin, all that kind of stuff. I don't need to look at the request reaction channel, even though I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Let's take a look. Boom, boom. There's another notification for it. Yeah, it's already the highest rated one that I have. Here we go.
My God, these catacombs are so deep and dark. Oh well. It isn't the great and mighty Kevin.
Kevin!
Dare say my name with hints of ridicule in your foul gorillan voice?
Don't dare call this voice gorillan! I am orangutan fan number 1!
Liquid simian, absurd well-ape, come here so I may take a sippy.
Tempting, but instead I will hit you with my pan!
Oh my God.
You know nothing of the noble forest people.
If only God would forgive me.
All right, you're forgiven. Oh, hey! I've got something for you.
No further omelette. My organs are a stew at the sight of it.
Oh, not a chance of that. You don't get the omelet unless you're feeling uncooperative.
Fool! I will never cooperate.
Then omelet it is!
Oh, anything but that will do anything.
Will you cooperate?
Fool, I will never cooperate.
Oh, this dilemma smothers my brain. You know, this omelet is especially potent. My son-in-law had his blender melt concocting it. He had to run out to the 99p store to get a new one.
Why would you look for a blender at a 99p store?
Maybe because we wanted to buy it for 99p, Kevin.
What next? Will you go looking for the 99p plasma television?
Do it.
They have plasma television! As if gas stoves weren't enough! The monsters!
Fuck! Your skull is like an empty arrow. I am so tired. I would use my powerful magics to have you open this shitty cell door and remove this funny ball and chain.
Oh, too bad you can't.
Don't worry, there is a solution.
Okay.
I drink you.
No!
Let me drink you.
No dice.
Let me break free so I can go home and feed my cat.
Wait, you have a cat?
Oh no, I told the ape of Mr. Smurples.
Mr. Smarple.
Aren't you in the Sabbat? The humanity-rejecting, psychopathic, mass murderer supremacist organization?
He makes a mockery of Mr. Smurples. Just as the dust and pewter.
Oh, no, not at all. If anything, that makes you seem much more reasonable than...
I am not reasonable. I am an evil wizard.
An evil wizard one could have a hearty conversation with.
Well, that's foolish. I do not converse.
Oh my
I am
God.
And Mighty Kevin, yes.
Don't blah. Don't blah.
Blah.
No.
Listen here, you wacky weirdo. I've done the best I can to avoid torture or final death in your interrogation. But you are nuts. Tough nuts that are hard to crack. Thus, I can only maintain this kindness for so long before I...
Give up.
No, far worse.
Give down.
Close.
No weapon fashioned against me may prosper, not even omelet. I am an evil vampire wizard, and I fear no god, baby!
There are no god babies here, wizard. Only men.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's disturbing.
No. No! No! My wallet!
Let's see here!
Okay.
No, don't take my purse!
Kevin Wetsmith? Wait, how on earth are you 27 years old?
My day job was stressful, and also I have psoriasis. What do you want?
Your day job? Oh my god, what was it?
No, I won't tell you.
Come on, that's not even a support secret.
How do you even know what the Sabbat is?
I have been deliriously obliterating fools like you since the 90s.
What old timer, the 1890s?
Wait, old?
Okay, I'm tired of screaming now. You can kill me, dude.
Oh, that eager to die.
Quite frankly, life in Unlife has been nothing but a headache. So I'm hoping my next oscillation will be a bit less shit.
Have no fear, great Kevin. I'm sure you'll be quite handsome and successful in your next life.
Success is for tools and luck is for losers.
I guess I'm just a massive tool then.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Anyway, now you know my horrible secret. My hated last name, my embarrassing age, my failure to obtain the 10th bagel on my Bagel World preferred customer punch card.
What's your day job at Bagel World?
Hey, foul cretin! I was once a mighty and powerful accountant who enjoyed poppy seed bagels with cream cheese and lox.
Oh.
No capers.
You're in accounting, eh?
The economy was my muse. I stare at the monitor.
What
the
the fuck?
spreadsheets on my screen, and my eyeballs know calm like never else.
You're a real magic man, huh? That's great. You have any ties to that life still?
Yes, it's kind of funny, I'm like this powerful wizard of Kane, our king.
You own a cat named Smurple.
Smells is evil too. He once peed on my rug, and I threw it in the washer, and then I took it out of the washer, and I dried it, and then I put it back down, and he peed on it again. Very evil little boy.
Bastard.
Anyways, I feel so good, and I have power coursing deep within, and I know it's the truth, but...
I love how his hat changes.
No worries. None of the others can hear you here. You can spill it, like you did my blood.
Yes, I did do that, yes.
All right, go on.
There are many embarrassing factoids about my relationship to bad human Kevin. I still own my apartment for my human life. Kevin is still on the papers. I still tend to be alive now and again, which, that was a huge problem before I joined the Sabbat.
And I'm sure it's even worse now.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's not like I can go telling my packmates that I own a flat in Great Yarmouth, right? They'd eat me. But I do sometimes just kind of sneak out and make sure the neighbors don't report me as missing or anything.
Oh, that's radical. Fight the power, man.
I mean, yes, I have transcended the mortal coil, but that apartment is quite nice. It's got built-in AC, it's not too bad for rent. I had just saved up enough to buy it when I was embraced, but now I have some kind of higher purpose, of course, but that part still kind of stings.
I totally get it.
I'm actually thinking about how to manage it now, since I still do have to pay for quite a few certain things pertaining to the apartment, but... it's not like I can have a lot of money going out on crusade like this, right?
Right, yes.
But actually, even when I was with the Camarilla, I didn't quite earn enough to make do on some things, and they want you to blend in. And while I have an out now, still don't really want to have any defaults on my credit,
Oh yeah, that shit's scary. It'll kill you.
Yeah, repo men. I can only kill so many.
Exactly, my... We have a similar issue, honestly.
Do you?
No, the property my family lives on is owned by my son-in-law. But we don't, technically live there, if you know what I mean.
I thought you were about to say that the property your family lives on is haunted. Like all of England.
Yes, that's why we came there, although it's not haunted anymore.
I figured you lived in that bus, honestly.
Oh, yes. We've lived in the Golden Goose a lot. It's our second home. I've driven it across the world, and most of my family has lived in it at one time or another.
Okay.
Fuck. I wish I was a bus.
I would
Why?
highly recommend it. Vroom. So true. But yeah, the issue with the house is that my son-in-law owns it, and honestly, he is the only one that can really pay for it. But Well, he lost his job fairly recently.
That sucks.
That's rough.
It is. Fortunately, he does own the house. He inherited it after this horrible tragedy. I won't get into it. But just as you said, there's a lot of other things that have to be paid for. And with money getting tighter and tighter, I don't know. I sometimes fear it'll all just slip out beneath our fingertips.
That's terrible. Are you all looking into new jobs?
What? Oh, no. We're hunters.
Well, okay, I mean, I can't pay many bills. Does hunting come before your home and well-being?
Of course, fool! Once one learns perhaps that I immediately need the service of society, you cannot return to normalcy! It is not possible. That is why I have taught my children from birth that the overwhelming darkness that lingers around us is a part of our natural world. Just like, say, a horrible disease. What we do is we cure this disease. And that always takes precedence.
The blessings of mighty Cain are not of disease. It is a fun present, wrapped up in funny paper that looks like bees.
As
What?
fun as haggis and oven-made Brussels sprouts and Africanized killer bees.
Haggis and Brussels sprouts are good human foods, you fucking child. Give me some tiny
Oh,
cabbages.
would you like to eat some right now? I can go snatch some from the co-op if you're so fucking
I
inclined.
want to suck up your liquids and then piss them out over the deflated balloon that will be your remains.
That is so funny. Oh my god. Fuck! Where do you get all of this?
I am an accountant. Do you know how much I hate mankind?
I love that. So, what are you gonna do with the apartment?
Well, I'm looking into renting it out to some ghouls, actually. That would probably solve most of my issues.
Oh, so you're an up-and-coming landlord?
Lord is out.
Housing should not be a commodity! In fact, we should remove houses, castles only, with moats and murder holes and Greek fire
You
crocodile!
are sick in the brain.
And you are a leech in every sense of the word!
You are as shoveled out the head as the fucking adder.
You use a lot of secret vampire words that qualm or worry. I respect it.
They have tried but failed to slay me for years. A blood hunt of my blood should always come up dry.
Ironic you should say that, given your current position.
I'm still standing. Great and mighty Kevin keeps on kicking. Oh no, once I get a little sippity-whippity, I shall unlock this door with your nose bone.
You are ignorant of all cauteries! So, you say you were in the Camarilla, correct? The Camarilla, as far as I know, don't appreciate defectives.
Not really.
Their grip on your kind is something they would rather keep quite tight.
The Camarilla. Oh, how I loathe it. That elitist sect has controlled the canine for far too long. Their worship of the elderly and all their primitive traditions makes my bones ache. Are you familiar with the masquerade?
Duh.
Oh, yeah?
Then you know why I reject it. You know why I reject the Camarilla and its highfalutin rich boy play act? That I must gingerly play the role of an innocent human at their behest when I have become so much more is despicable.
Well, I hate the machinations of the proverbial man as much as the next very cool guy, but I feel you may have gone a bit far with the whole join the evil monster sect that is the Sabbath thing.
No, not far enough. I am one of the few smart and powerful enough to fuck off from the Camarilla pyramid scheme into a new pyramid scheme I can actually win at.
Which is quite an accomplishment, given what I know of your other pyramid scheme.
You speak of the Tremere Pyramid?
We need to stop saying pyramid, it's getting down well geezy.
Unavoidable. Also, your knowledge of the clan Tremere betrays your true bite. Must be embarrassing how you almost got owned by us in the tunnels.
Rather than talk about how dumb you think I am, I'd rather talk about how cool you think you are.
Acceptable.
I understand the House of Tremere exerts intense control over its membership.
You understand correctly. All of Clan Tremere are forced to become bound to the hateful pyramid on pain of death. They are each bound to the will of the greater clan. More specifically, its rulers in Vienna. Not the sausage. It
What?
is slavery. You're a slave to your sire. Your sire a slave to theirs, and their sire and slave respectively all the way to the heads of the clan. That is the dastardly pyramid.
Impressive for you to break free from such an edifice.
Impressive indeed. For oh, the process was agonizing. Imagine for a moment, if you will, a stranger in your mind. Something deep within your cognition that floods your thoughts with their own. Where there should be anger, there is love. Where there should be hatred, there is obedience. You think, these thoughts are wrong, foreign. But even that feels grossly repellent. You chastise yourself for daring to feel this way. You feel despicable, ugly, and the warmth comes only from submission. And there you are, adrift in all of this, misled by your own cognition, made to feel grotesque from the mere suggestion of independent thought.
No wonder he's crazy.
That is the blood bond. That is the pyramid.
Truly dreadful. Another curse upon your curse. I sympathize.
Your sympathy is hollow, my foe.
Perhaps so, but well earned by the acts of your masters.
On that we are agreed.
How did you escape?
I am Houdini!
No! You can't be! I killed Houdini!
A true magician never reveals their secrets!
But you are not a true magician.
What? You disrespect the art of blood magics?
Foolish Kevin! I know blood magic is not true magic, and I know more than just this. I have hunted for years with many organizations. I have picked up...
I seriously thought when he first came on the screen, he first started talking, and he was a wizard, all this other kind of stuff, that he would be of Clan Zamitsi. I really did.
many disparate pieces of your clan's history in my days, from your thievery of vampirism, your diablerie of Saulot, and to your great Masasa war with the ancient
What are you
clan...
fucking babbling about?
What do you mean, babbling?
Babbling is in what are you fucking babbling about? I have no idea what you're even saying.
Oh.
Dude! I am a 27-year-old accountant-turned-wizard. I do not know ye old fun facties.
But surely you know...
I know not who or what a Masasa is. The internet is not a right, you know. Wikipedia costs money to
It's
see.
not something you can read about on the so-called interweb. It's this big fight you had with
Wow.
the wizards or something.
Oh, yes, I know a little about this. Are you a wizard?
What?
You have to tell me if you're a wizard. It's the rules.
I am about to kick your ass, Pewbeard.
Are you a ghoul? Some fairy of some kind?
What?
Are you a race car?
Damn you, Kevin! You have ruined this perfectly teachable moment about ancient history.
Who cares?
I know you don't, but you understand, Kevin? Do you understand how long I could have talked about something I know stuff about? I'm infuriated!
Your anger is my victory. 1 point for Kevin.
Dare you?
They're
I'm
both
de-escalating
ridiculous
out
and
of spite.
It
stupid.
is also my victory. 2 points for Kevin.
Confound thee, Kevin! Confound thee!
3.
Indeed, a worthy foe, mighty Kevin.
You're lucky I'm dead, or that might have killed me.
Good.
Agreed.
Now tell me how you escaped the pyramid.
Only if you discontinue slapstick violence.
No, continue slapstick violence.
Guarantee.
Thank
I
you.
hate cartoons. Good enough.
The slapstick violence must continue.
In truth, I was the progeny of a high-ranking Tremere, the right hand of the Regent of Yarmouth herself.
Am I confusing the Zamitsi with Tremere? I might be.
She was a cruel and stupid mistress, much like you. Just like her. The Regent herself was even worse. For my dreadful sire was a maniacal toady for the Regent's own schemes. So lost in the sauce of her own blood bond, she thinks of little else beyond fanatical devotion to her master.
Sounds rather unhealthy.
Yeah, no shit! However, though mighty sorcerers, neither my sire nor the Regent could navigate the world of the mundane very well. Thus, they required a neonate to aid their schemes. I was chosen by my sire and brought into the fold as the Chantry's treasurer.
Interesting.
No.
The anointed tax documentarian here in my prison. Seems like you were the heir to quite a political gold mine back in Camarilla territory.
I was heir to more than that. I am blessed with highly potent blood. Blood of the 9th generation.
That's like
My
worthless.
accursed sire was of the 8th, and the regent herself is the 7th.
Ooh, most threatening.
Of our pack, I hold the highest standard of blood, rivaled only by Shitbeard and his ludicrous 10th generation pizzazz. Alas, poor Piotr, the 12th generation rube, the buffoon, the tool, less potent than even ape.
Curious. I always took him as the leader's sort.
Tragically, he is the tool. Though he is of weak blood, he has been undead the longest, and thus is the most experienced. This makes him most suited for the position. For now.
Ooh, do I sense a conspiracy a brewing?
No, you don't. You heard nothing. What the fuck was that? Is there someone else down here?
No, you had nothing! What were you talking about?
I was telling you my pyramid story, remember?
Oh, yes.
Right! Carry on, ignore the screaming, ignore the howling.
The tail-weaving recommences. I was the regent's grandchild and accountant. Yet, when I informed her about the harsh financial realities of the mortal world, I fell swiftly out of favor.
Harsh realities such as...
That you need to pay your employees a living wage. Mind controlling or blood bonding them works only until they've run out of money. Then they starve to death. Or the tax man runs the numbers and find out yours make no sense. Everything must add up or you will be subtracted from the equation.
Taxmen, the unsung heroes of the world of the hunter. How I hate them.
Do you like roads?
Yes!
Then you like taxes, you bilge rat.
Of course I do. So long as I'm not paying them, that is.
Your stupidity is giving me a rash, Big Dean.
Big Dean! Big Dean is my ex-wife! And you haven't finished your story.
What?
You fell out of favor, and then what?
Then my undeath became a living hell. The regent's attention fell upon another, and my sire's attention left with them. She chided me for not being sufficiently slavish or East Anglian enough, encouraged me to either deepen my blood bond or be abandoned. I was left scrounging for arcade lore from the shelves of the 99 pet stores, utterly useless, unwanted among my clanmates.
Well, such backstabs are to be expected in the vampire world.
Spare me the lecture. I am being very vulnerable right now.
But lecture I must! If you were torn from your clan, why not mingle with the others within your sect? Or even those anarch fellows? Why go to the Sabbat of all things?
Fool! I discovered soon after Embrace that I was unwanted among the Camarilla. Few trust the Tremere, for they fear their might and pluck, and thus my fate was sealed. My comrades thought me a pest, and all beyond thought me a bootleg.
Nice.
I would show them all. I left the clan, I left their society, so that I may, in turn, destroy them! I am the great and mighty Kevin!
Inspirational! The powers that be didn't show you respect, so you've strove to take it from them with your bare hands!
Yes, you understand!
I do. But still, Kevin, you must forgive me. I can't help but think the Sabbat is a bad fit for you.
The spot's a bad fit for everyone.
You kidding? I broke free from the pyramid with their help, fool! Few can boast of, and even fewer can boast of and live!
Yes, but you also hold massive ties to your human life. And that's a bit of a no-no when your ideology revolves around, dissolving your own humanity in a stew of beasthood.
Yes, I sentimentally hold on to my humanity at times. But haven't you seen a cat? Cats are great. Fact is, I broke the pyramid's blood bond through will.
Especially tuxedo
Sheer,
cats.
unflinching will. And the Voldery also, but yes, pure will.
The Voldery! Now we've struck gold.
Congratulations, ye old tiny prospector.
I don't know very much about them.
Kevin Ford.
Actually, I know everything about them. In fact,
Yeah? Explain it.
Oh, sure, yeah, it's just E2, E3, E4.
Okay, I'll explain it, you damn sexual
I knew you'd see it my way. D5.
Climbing slowly toward your 2-digit intellect. Please, no more panic.
Social credit deducted.
Fine. Orrery is one of the Sabbat's foundational rites. It was among the few ways I could be prematurely liberated from the pyramid. It's a communal blood bond between members of a pack, formed from drops of blood from all members. It creates a mutual bond known as the vinculum, which shatters all former blood bonds.
Intriguing. I suppose that explains why roving bands of Sabbat hooligans actually stand each other's presence from time to time.
Sad but true. Without these bonds of fellowship, I'm pretty sure we would have all murdered each other like 6 times now.
But aren't you just exchanging one blood bond for another? Isn't that just more slavery?
Yes, but also not even slightly. There is an alteration made through this. We tend to be far more chummy with each other for about a month after it's renewed, much like a library membership. But the effect is far lighter than even the meekest of blood bonds. Attachment is for mortals, after all, except if it's a cat. The hard part isn't enduring the vinculum. The hard part was finding the willpower to take it in the first place.
I see. A picture is beginning to form, Kevin.
Is it a pretty picture?
No, it's a picture of you.
Fuck! Okay, seriously, what is that?
Kevin, are you happy in the Sabbat?
Groan! Are you going to try and drag me into the metaphorical light?
Maybe. Wait up!
No! Oh, drat, I just...
You have an apartment, a cat named Smurple.
Hey, don't yap your mouth about Smurple. I have yet to find him a forever home.
Aww.
You know, Kev, can I call you Kev?
No.
Kev. I've been hunting vampires for a very long time. From fledglings to ancillae, even a mighty Methuselah once upon a time.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Our ancients are beyond even the stoutest hunters.
Say what you like, but believe it or not, long ago, my father, my siblings, and myself bested a Methuselah. I believe they were of the clan La Sombra, if I'm not mistaken.
If this is true, you are a far greater hunter than I had reckoned.
It is, and I am.
No! How did you survive its obtenebration?
A story for a later day, perhaps. I'm focusing on you. Let me ask you a serious question.
Ooh, serious
Did
question.
you join the Sabbat to experience liberation, freedom, vampiric supremacy? Or did you join because you felt it was your only way out?
D. This is what they call you, yes?
It is one of my many titles.
Okay, DD. You beam with power and charisma, like a premium radiator.
Don't tempt me, seductress.
Listen, sexy fool man. Your mortal form limits you. Why would someone as screaming as you tolerate life as a mere mortal? Join a greater cause and become my ally.
Why would I serve the first murderer when I can kill him myself?
What do you think you are, Kane to Kane? You gonna find a big enough rock, big boy?
Big rock, no?
You're insane.
You aren't the first person to tell me that.
I did not account for what immense hubris I stood in for.
Hubris implies confidence in excess. You will not find me wanting in my conviction.
You... No! You are actually insane. You can't
Yes.
kill Kane. You eat hash browns. You have children. You wear shorts that accentuate your bulbous behind. You
Yes?
live in Norfolk. You are a mere mortal man. I bet you drink Worcestershire sauce like some kind of freak. Greater champions than you have tried.
Perhaps they have. Yet I will succeed. Though I'd settle for wiping out the third generation at least.
You are destined for failure. Such a stupid tool. but you are also stupid cool.
Oh, darling.
I just want you to join my funny crusade.
Well, Kevin, as a canine,
1 second.
by all rights be staked for the sun. But honestly, I can't bring myself to kill you. Instead of serving as unwitting mercenaries in a petty war over North Norfolk, why not join my crusade?
Your crusade?
You shall be my companion, bearer of my sigil,
Oh
and
my
regent of
God.
a new paradigm shift, where such frivolities as the masquerade shall no longer be necessary. You shall be free, be able to live in your apartment with no fear, and you won't even have to pay any shitty bills.
You. Let me understand this correctly, because you're throwing me for a bit of a loop, Dee Dee. You, who by principle hates the Canite and seeks its destruction, to rid the Earth of this disease, as you call it. Who are you to spare me? To break your principles at the merest whim? What gives you the right to rule over this?
Rights? How very glib of you to speak of rights, Canite. You who live by force.
I do not live.
Silence! You have drifted far from your vaunted beastdom, Canite. You are far more human than you could ever dare admit. What is more liberating? The band of monsters forcing you to erase your humanity? The maniacal sorceress tossing you aside like a rag doll? Or rejecting both?
Return
face the
to
world
monkey.
down, head to head, and dare it to stop you. The freedom that comes from either worthy death or triumphant victory.
Allow me to tell you a parable. A parable about one named Kevin Westworth. Kevin was born in Ipswich to a middle-class family.
Oh, I love the music
His
right now.
parents were devout followers of the status quo and primed him with all the tools necessary to lead a pleasant, stagnant, unexceptional life. Kevin became an accountant, about the only field in which he truly excelled. But his dream was always to accomplish something more. So he broke away from his life in the suburbs, moved a bit further north. He decided he will make it big. He will do something with his life.
Okay.
He failed.
Oh.
So, Kevin got a job as an accountant in Great Yarmouth. But Kevin never gave up. Don't you understand? Kevin may have been trapped in the mire. He may have been an uninspiring person trapped in a dead-end job. His dreams and aspirations might have been dying, but they weren't dead. Not completely. He was going to make his name. He was going to make rent every week. He was going to move up, see the world. He was going to do something, anything, to make people know his name. And then Kevin died. And now you know the rest.
Well,
That's sad.
perhaps I know a part, but neither of us know the ending.
Spare me your optimism. It was stolen from me along with my life.
Sad.
You cannot know the feeling of the embrace. To wake one day, your skin cold, your heart still, ravenous, inhuman. But once there was a world, friends, colleagues. Now there is only prey and treachery. This story comes to no good end.
This is
I cannot
actually
follow
sad.
my dreams. I must scrounge to stay alive or sane. I cannot remain human any longer. My only hope is to embrace a shadow of this dream. To embrace the beast. And hope freedom is on the other side.
Freedom never comes through surrender.
Perhaps not. That's the only chance I have left.
If you truly believe that, there is little that can be done. The sad quirks of circumstance will see you degenerate into a monster.
You hear them? Give me a second. I'm gonna go take care of this. Now this is actually kind of sad, but I'm waiting for the punchline.
And is one. But if you so choose, there may be a chance to claw your way out from this. Find a different path for all of you. You need only rise and take it.
Well, I suppose I could tell you a secret. That the Regent would not want hunters to know.
Kevin, put your pussy on, quick!
No!
What?
You have listened to an audio drama by Ogre Popinang, with voice work by Speaker D as Big D
Oh, God.
and Arendil as Kevin. Artwork by Eliphas. Soundtrack by Macker. Sound composition by Alpha Busa.
Okay, hold on a second. There's something in the back here. There's got to be.
Now, my friends, it is I, Carl, and I'm going to read you a story. Once upon a time, there were two little children, and they ran into the forest looking for adventure. Now, what they found in the woods was, you could call an adventure. They found a valley of corpses.
Okay.
Being the curious little children, they ran down into the hole of the bodies. Oh, the stench and the smell. Oh, it was intoxicating. The little child, one of them, he looked to the side and he saw the corpse of his deceased grandmother. And she stood up and she took him by his throat and said,
You never came by and visited me. You just ignored me and let me die in that pension house, you fuck.
What the fuck?
The two children, they ran away. But behind them, they could still hear Grandma's howling screams. Oh!
What is wrong with Carl? I think there should be a long report on everything that's wrong with Carl. But, oh hell, it's probably all wrong with me too. So, there's that. So that was the probing of Kevin. I'm kind of disturbed. But not really. Like the two most random characters in this so far having a conversation. That is points for everybody. Don't really have a lot to say about it because holy crap. What is D doing? Well, what is the Emperor doing? What are they like? What is his goals at the end of the day for this? I'm trying to figure it out. Nothing's coming to mind, but it's going to be something completely off the wall. In any case, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'm going to be working on some scripts later today. I'm going to be checking out a couple of other videos later today. Thank you for Psycho Mikey for putting this in the Discord, and thank you for all of you guys for actually, giving this a boost. So let's see. Let me just run through the names. Got Schmo Magno, Lazarus DW, Dark Innovator, Scheitel, fucking Malal, Gamer Garby, Hobbit, The Lamenter, Crimson, Declonius, Iron Keko, Milf Hunter, and KB. And then we have a couple other people, Zach, and yeah. Thank all of you for showing that you wanted to see this in Discord. That's kind of what I want. Stuff like this is what I want in the Discord. When you see something that somebody else has requested, you guys go in there and you just pop something on it just to get my attention. As I've said a couple of times, I can't get to everything. I can't even possibly get close to getting to everything. So it's really a question of, how much attention something gets paid that will let me know. In any case, if you'd like to support the channel, there's Discord down below. And that's pretty much it for me today, guys. I'm going to be waiting patiently for the next drop from Brew of Alpha Busa on this series, and I'm going to try to figure out, playlists and stuff like that for this. It'll be easy to put this in a playlist, but I'm trying to figure out what to do with the other playlists I have. I may or may not be restructuring them soon. In any case, I'll catch you guys next time.